So your label, what's it called?
It's called GM for FM.
Meaning?
Google Imagine for like imagine.
Wow, it's all in the margin.
I know.
Okay, so what's in your fashion line?
Yes.
What kind of clothing do you make?
Okay, so it's a female apparel label, and I design clothes for women who like stuff that is distinctive, that they can pick off the rack, but is still affordable. So affordable luxury, basically.
Break it down.
Break it down. Okay, so the kind of shopper that I was before I started doing fashion, I like to buy really, really distinctive stuff and stuff that work and time has been put into. But of course, I didn't want to pay, you know, the couture price for the Valentino gowns and things like that. So when I became a designer, I saw that there was a gap in the market for clothes like that, and I decided to fill that gap.
Okay, so if you had a word, you've talked about loving multiple streams of income.
Yes.
There are many out there who, and you use your hands. You use your hands, you use your voice.
Yes, so I do.
What would you tell people about multiple streams of income and how easy it is to catch on and begin to bring in the bucks?
I think that you have to start, I think the key thing is that you have to be willing to meet a need and let that drive everything else. Because if there is a need and you're meeting a need, then the money will come. So I think that's the first thing.
Is it possible to meet a need in a small way and be making money from it?
In a small way.
Do you have to think, okay, let's use, we're here, do you have to think 20 people in front of us? Or can I just think of this one person? Can I start with this one person?
Well, I think you can think about one person, but for every one person who has a certain need, there are 1,000 others who have that same need, because really that's the way the world works. Okay. So you use that one person to connect to the other thousands,
and of course, depending on the quality that you make, it can speak for you wherever you go.
Exactly.
Now, I'm interested in your voice coaching.
Yes.
You know, can you coach us on set?
Definitely.
So we can start here.
Yeah. No. You know, you have to pay for that. Big bucks.
Okay, so let's talk more about that.
Yes.
How is it coming for you? And, you know, looking at Nigeria, do you have that market where you find people who wants to, you know, train their voices?
Okay, so when I started in 2005, I had a handful of students, and people told me, what is voice coaching, Gogo? I mean, you are going from singing to something that is even less of, you know, more like a niche market. But what I did was I began to write articles to educate people about it. So I started writing for Punch. I did radio shows. I had a radio show that was running every single week, like 5-minute radio show. And then I had my own column in Punch newspaper where I was just educating the public about it. And now, more than 10 years later, I mean, if you say voice coaching, most people already know what it is. But 10 years before, when I started, most people didn't know what voice coaching was.
Okay, just for people who may not know, what is it all about?
Voice coaching is basically for professional voice users. And who is a professional voice user? A professional voice user is anybody who uses their voice to make an income. So a broadcaster, a teacher, an actor, an actress, a singer. So when people hear voice coaching, they think mostly, oh, it's just for singers. No, it's for everybody. It's for anybody who is a professional voice user. Yes. So even sometimes, you know, I work with executives, you know, who want to present speeches and want to really do it. Because, I mean, when your voice is intact, I mean, the impact is so much more when you give a speech.
I ask you again, would you give us a class in an ad hoc class?
No, well, I can give you tips. So we've come into the Harmattan season in Nigeria, and Nigerians know that it comes with dryness. It comes with it comes with
a lot of particles in the air.
Particles in the air. So My advice for anyone who's a professional voice user is to increase your intake of water at this point. People think that external factors have no impact on the voice, but if you see your skin during the harmattan, you know that it changes, it becomes drier. So you need to make adjustments. So 1 gallon of water every single day, and then voice exercises are very important. So the voice exercises that I would recommend, you would have to pay me. You have to pay me to get those. But just increase your water intake and reduce the amount of artificial air that you sleep in. So when you sleep in the AC and all that, you need to reduce that and have a humidifier so that there's moisture in the air, and it goes a long way. But the voice exercises are really, really key. And that's what you pay me for.
Thanks for the tip anyway.
Oh, thank you.
Going forward, 2017 is running out.
I know. I can't believe it.
And we thank God that we're alive. And
Yes.
hopefully we'll see 2018. So
God
what's
willing.
your plan for 2018? Is that when that album will come out?
Big plans. I know you're trying to get you're trying to get it out of me, but I'm not going to say much. But I'm just saying that, 2017 is rounding up nicely, and there are big plans for 2018.
An idea.
Big plans on all fronts.
Okay.
Voice coaching,
Voice
fashion,
coaching, yeah.
and singing.
Okay.
Yes.
So for voice coaching, are
Yes.
you hoping that there will be more people in those categories of, like you've mentioned, broadcasters, and just about anybody? Because if you say there are some people when they speak, even though what they're saying is, they have substance.
Yes.
But other people are just put off.
Exactly,
because of that,
because
the
of
voice.
vocals.
So,
yeah, I mean, you'll be surprised at the range of clients that I have, from singers to broadcasters to actors and actresses, like I told you. So, I mean, voice coaching is not what it was 10 years ago. There are a lot of people who are interested, and, I'm going to offer free lessons for you guys.
Okay. That's a good one. But
Yes.
you see, I'm going to give you an opportunity to use your voice for 10 seconds.
Oh, no, what am I going to do?
Exactly.
maybe
Got you.
that
she will do this
song,
one.
I like that song.
Yeah, that song.
Almighty God.
Oh, no, I don't come here to sing.
Yes, you did not. But a lot of people. For me, I like the music.
Don't worry.
I like the music.
We'll put you on the spot.
Thank you.
We're speaking with Go.
But I like to sing a Merry Christmas song.
Okay, quickly.
Yes.
No, when we sign out. So that you
When we sign out. Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Okay, so that's the show this morning. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us. It's been about 3 hours now. Thank you once more. I am Yomi Otaibe.
Thank you very much. All those that sent in their comments, though we couldn't take all of them, thank you. We do appreciate. We leave you with Gogo Majin singing you a Christmas song.
I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.